Audi's compact SUV, the Q3, has been in India since 2012, and since then it's been our top pick in its segment. Crucially, while the Q3 is in the middle of its life cycle, we pitted it against Mercedes' spanking new GLA, and the Q3 came out on top as the better overall package. So what has Audi done now? They've given the Q3 a facelift. So what more have they packaged into the Q3? Let's find out.
Thanks to the facelift, the smart but mild-mannered Q3 looks more assertive now. This is all thanks to the grille, which has a three-dimensional feel to it, and it is chunkier as well. This is the very latest evolution of Audi's family look. The grille, as you can see, runs up to the headlamps. And yes, these are slimmer and use a full LED setup for the higher variants. Fog lamp functionality is also integrated here, which is why you don't see any on the redesigned bumper. Down the side you have a new design for the 17-inch alloy wheels. And at the rear you have a deeper, more technical look for the tail lamps. And like the R8, the turn indicators look really cool here. On the inside, the Q3 is very familiar. The dash design is the same, but there are subtle tweaks like the metallic trim instead of the wood trim and more chrome piping for a richer feel. But there's more.
So I'm sitting in the new top-of-the-line variant of the Audi Q3. This is the technology variant, and the reason there's a new trim is because now the Q3 is packing a few extras in terms of features.
One feature that was a glaring miss on the Q3 was a reversing camera. That has been added here now. This technology variant also gets satellite navigation, 2 SD card slots and a 20 GB hard drive to store your music on. The Q3 now features voice commands and easy menu access on the steering wheel as well. Yes, it still doesn't have keyless go and a start-stop button, and it doesn't have a memory function for the seats. But as before, you have plenty of goodies on offer across the various trims. The rest of the cabin is unchanged with decent space in the second row. Once you get going, the Q3 is all too familiar.
There are no mechanical changes on the facelifted Q3. It carries over the same 2-liter diesel engine in the same state of tune, so you've got 174 bhp. But what has been added on are these paddle shifters for those who want that little bit of more involvement while driving.
So you get more control over the 7-speed twin-clutch gearbox, which means you can get more out of the smooth and flexible engine. But as before, the diesel engine's light rumble is audible in the cabin.
Audi has discontinued the dynamic variant that was launched last year, but they have carried over the drive select from that here onto the facelifted Q3. What that gives you is 3 drive modes: comfort, automatic and dynamic, each one of them with a separate map for the engine, gearbox and the steering.
In comfort mode, the gearbox shifts gently, the engine responds calmly and the steering feels light. In sport, the steering feels subtly heavier, but the engine and gearbox feel distinctly sharper and more fun. As before, the Q3 rides comfortably and yet tackles corners with a fair bit of composure. This Audi may not be as striking as Mercedes' GLA or as much fun to drive as BMW's X1, but this facelifted Q3 has fortified its position even further.
So all in all, the Q3 is the same familiar, friendly, very usable package that we have liked for so long, but now with the addition of new features, it feels richer and even more appealing than before.
You can expect the refreshed Q3 to be priced a bit higher than before, but you can be sure it will still be great value.